Hello everyone and welcome back to the Nullius mod in Factorio. This is Otaku Showboat and we begin today 33% of the way towards Wind Power 1. I want to make sure everyone knows that this is the second time I am recording this particular part. So I know what I want to work on going into it today. I genuinely know what it is that we're working on today. I thought I would be smart and change some of my settings for my audio, and it failed miserably. Now, it should sound okay again. Ahem. Yes, there were some issues that I had to take care of. Essentially, here at the beginning, I need to get all the way up to splitters. I need to get all the way up to mechanical separation, ideally. There's more that we could do, but for right now, getting into splitters is the most important thing. Nothing here is really going to be using these blue sciences for the moment, and really my priorities are not on getting much done on that side of things. Also, I said last time that we would have times where we would run out of grid batteries. You literally just saw that happen right now. So, for the moment, we need to handcraft our red mechanical prototype science. I also am going to prioritize the iron plates for the moment. Just for the moment. We will get out of this relatively quickly. My goal for the day today is to automate my iron processing as best I can. We have this throwing things into a chest. I want to get a real smelting setup that is also processing ingots into the plates, the rods, the wires, the gears, the sheets, all of those things, as at high of scale of as possible. And, you know, in the original take of this, I did spend a little while at the beginning here, while waiting on science to handcraft, saying how much I don't really like having to wait to handcraft science, and I will reiterate until the end of time, I don't like having to wait to handcraft science. I was particularly bored waiting over the course of well over 10 minutes in part 2, our last episode, just to get enough science to get to a point where I felt like I could actually continue to play the game. So that is a pretty major downside to this mod, but I will say that this mod has done the early game a lot better than most overhaul mods do. So I will at least give it that. It still isn't great, but it's better than some other mods, is how I will put it. I wish we didn't have to wait for 10 plus minutes to get sciences crafted. A lot of it comes down to the craft time. 15 seconds for mineral samples is a bit much. It's a bit much for handcrafting in particular. That translates to several minutes of waiting around and doing pretty much jack all. So let's see, I need 8, 10 more red science here. Will I have enough gears for another 8? maybe. I have enough for another 10, so I better have enough for another 8. Still need those plates, though, as we go along. So what we're unlocking here are small assembling machines. I do have the wind turbines now. Ooh, that's... Ooh. I would like to get that wind turbine as quickly as possible, but I need these sciences. I need to be able to get into the splitter tech quickly, just so that I have everything unlocked at a baseline like level to do complete automation of a lot of like the bulk of the important stuff at this point. Yes, I do start with 5 splitters. Yes, I know I have 5 of them. 5 is not enough. Nor is 1 inserter, so we've got some handcrafting to do. We've got just a bit of handcrafting to do. In the meanwhile, I need to make science. We're actually almost there. It's 8 more science packs of reds, and we're good. Yeah, 6 more-ish in terms of time. So I will see you when I have finished the splitter tech. And we're back. We have just taken the next tech, the splitter tech. It has officially finished. During that period of time, I realized I had a stack of 40 iron ingots in my inventory, so I put them in the box, along with the inserter back on the rods, and the plates have kept going the entire time. So that helped me get through the splitter tech just a little bit. Unfortunately, the flip side of this is, okay, now I need infrastructure. So, yeah. We're gonna place and talk about this wind turbine first, and while doing that, I will be attempting to make some infrastructure that we can use to improve the processing of our iron in particular, just to get more mining done, get actual processing on the iron done. So we have the wind turbine. So this wind turbine is a pretty small building, all things considered. It produces an average of 600 kilowatts of energy intermittently. The thing about it, though, is that we cannot place another wind turbine close to an existing wind turbine. You get airspace in the way errors. And apparently I now have a red plus mark for all eternity. No, it just appears / disappears. It must be part of this airspace, just to show you, oh hey, that's part of the airspace. That's just part of the invisible entities that have been placed to block the building of the next wind turbine. But 600 is pretty nice, and it should help with staying above water overnight, quote-unquote staying above water. Keeping our head above water on the amount of energy in these grid batteries overnight, unless we just happen to not be producing power out of the wind turbine, because it is intermittent. In the meantime, I am going to be crafting quite a few things here. I will be wanting foundries, additional foundries, I should say, as well as, yeah, just inserters, furnaces. Note as well that foundries cost inserters. I need miners. I need all of the everything all at once here, and it's gonna take a little while to collect all this infrastructure. So I will be back when I have infrastructure to build something. I will be back shortly. Okay, I have a bit more infrastructure than previously, so this is a great time to set things up all proper-like. Excellent. Let's go ahead and get some more mining going. Note that these mining drills have a mining speed of 0.3. They are on an ore type that has a mining time of 120%, which, for all intents and purposes, means that this mining speed is actually 0.25. And they get 5% more in productivity due to my mining productivity tech. Now, we can see exactly the amount of iron that we are getting from the ore by using Hellmod in the Hellmod category, selecting the exact type of mining drill that we are currently using, and then setting it to compute by factory. We currently have 5 of these miners. Ideally more than that soon enough. And that will make 1.4 iron ore per second. Now, why am I using Hellmod? Because as it turns out, what is it really used for isn't doing a thing on here. And I am reminded that I need to go into controls, and I need to find the mod settings, mods, for what is it really used for, and change that to Control-Shift-F. Why is that important? Because if I go to the tech screen and I hit Control-F, it would not work. For whatever reason, the most recent version of Factorio, mod hotkeys take priority over base game hotkeys. So, with what is it really used for, the game will attempt to open what is it really used for's search bar, regardless of what other context or windows are open. Even if you're in the tech screen, it won't open the tech search bar. It will try to open what is it really used for search bar. This will ideally get fixed at some point in the future. But we saw that we are actually making 1.4 iron. We're able to process only 0.83 of that at the moment. But it is enough to vastly speed up the process here. Now, I have these out over on this part, which will very much complicate matters. I probably shouldn't have these mining over here. In fact, I would like to try to make the trip as short as possible for my miners. In fact, I actually have one more mining drill. So if 5 is 1.4, 4 is 1.1, 3 is 0.8. So we can have 3 on there, and that will be enough for those. Oh right, we need to, actually be built on the thing. I will need to, stick a pylon down over here to make sure that I can mine. And then the furnaces on here. These furnaces are half as effective as the other ones, the furnace 2s. These have a crafting speed of 0.25 versus 0.5. That is all of my inserters. Oh goodness. I'm gonna need more of those. We're gonna need some more inserters. We're gonna need a few more inserters as we go along here. And I will eventually move both of these over here once this is all set up as well, just so we are aware of that. The next thing about this is I don't actually want these going upwards because, well, we're gonna need a lot, and we want to be able to keep expanding upwards. So we're going to actually do that. I need an underground. The underground length is actually 6 at the start here, which is actually really nice. It's really nice having that. I am going to filter the gravel. There's the gravel. Let's grab that, and I will use a chute, which is a mini loader item. Ah! Ah! It dumps it on the ground. Because it's an inserter. Uh-huh. Oh, nice. I'm gonna stick a great big box. Great big large chest right there, and that's gonna fill with the stuffs. I'm also gonna go over here. And I'm gonna plop these to either side of this belt. I'm going to need to make another belt. How unfortunate that I need to make more belt. Wait, how many? Oh, I get 3 inserters each craft. That explains a lot. Just like you get 15 belt each craft on belt. You only get 1 splitter, though. That sucks. And you only get 1 power pole. And you only get 1 chute. But you do get 15 belt, which is pretty nice. Pretty nice indeed. This is going to start with that and that. And it will get powered that way. I will need another belt over here. And there we go. We are pretty much finished with that initial automation. Now the question is, do I keep a single thingy on this line for that science, or do I completely forego science? You know, I would like that productivity, that mining productivity, so go ahead and give me those blues. Let that happen. Just let that happen. I'll leave this. You know, it's okay. We'll let it do its thing. I will, of course, stop stealing from it. You know, these guys pick up a lot faster than the other thing. I will stop stealing from it, and I will go over here and look at the assembler to see that, oh hey, it's 0.13. Yeah, 1 miner is enough for you. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take that stuff. And we're going to plop down the small miners right over here. More mining is always, always, always a good thing. Joy and bliss. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stuffs. Then, we can't forget that there are additional things to make. One of which is iron sheets, and the other one is iron rods. In fact, I want this here, and I want this here, and they can go there. Ta-da! Would you, take care of that for me? Thanks. Thank you kindly. And I could throw these into a large chest, and you know what? I'm gonna throw them into a large chest. Because I feel like it. I will need additional belt, though. That much is required. I could use a gear as well, but the gear is what is a gear? What is a gear again? Oh, I need a motor, and I need plastic for motors. Okay. Okay. We need a plastic set of plastic. I will take all of my plastic. Thank you for the belt. I like belt. I like undergrounds as well. Give me some undergrounds. And more power poles. And more power. That would be ideal. Go ahead and auto-place that. Oh, I don't actually have any more power poles. Interesting. 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 Let's focus the power poles. Thanks. Thank you so much for focusing on the power poles. And, this isn't great for scale, as built, but considering I don't think we'll come across 2.33 iron ingots for a few moments, we need a, few small furnaces in order to accomplish this. / a few furnaces in general. I can, in fact, place these furnaces here, which are twice as fast, and give them the recipes, and they will work just fine. I need to add additional mining drills. The issue here, the issue here is that we're gonna lose all of the plates and all of the rods because these inserters are so fast and we don't have enough production at the moment. So what I may in fact do is get rid of these for now, or on occasion, so that I can focus on retrieving the plates. Yes, let's focus on retrieving the plates so that I can get additional miners. I do have another wind turbine. If I can plop it... I'd like to plop it there. I want to make sure that we are at least somewhat efficient in these placements. Go ahead and put that there. There you go. Power. We ran out of accumulator charge because of course we did. Because of course the wind turbines decided that they weren't going to want to operate at night. Wonderful. All it takes is the wind turbines deciding that, oh hey, I don't want to actually produce power at night. To not have any energy at all to do anything. Thank you for stuffs. Give me more miners. More miners is very important. I will get rid of that and give them to you. Give all that ingot action to plates. There we go. Plates, plates, and more plates. Gib miners. Glorious miners. Now, I haven't made any small assemblers yet. That is by choice. Mostly. Because I don't have too much of a good reason to do anything yet on that front. I'm focused right now on maximizing my mining and smelting operation here. That's what we need to really focus on at this point in the game. Yeah, sure, I could get more tech. I could get more techs. I could handcraft more stuff. But it's at this key phase of the game that, yeah, it's now quite important to get stuff automated, get everything automated, everything possible automated. And so that's what I will continue to do for quite some time. Eventually I'll mine more than I can process, I'll build more furnaces, and then we'll plot more furnaces, and then I might need more power, and we'll get more power, and we'll be good to go. So now it's just the positive feedback loop, the exponential growth, as they say. That is the remainder of the game. I need you. There. Power poles? Power poles. Give me some power poles. Thanks. I can make a few of those. I used several to make the wind turbine. Great. Bear in mind that these two intermediates, as well as the gears, can be made directly out of the plates and rods. So we don't need to really worry about that not being automated for the moment, or however you want to see it. Let's see here. Almost done with that handcrafting. Almost ready. Come on. Come on, you know you want to do the thing. Thank you for placing the power pole, giving me that next miner. Oh, looks like we need more processing. Oh, I need more inserters. Glorious. Beautiful stuffs. And this is going to be the loop that we do for a little bit. Just for a little while. As I begin to get more and more and more stuff. You know, get faster and faster and faster to keep growing. And, it's beautiful. It's glorious. This is the whole point, huh? The whole point of Factorio. The factory must grow. It must. There is no ifs, ands, ors, or buts about it. The factory itself, it must grow. And now we have another wind turbine. 3 of them online. Oh, it's so nice. They each average 600, so that's 1.8 megawatts that we added. Ahem. That is a lie. That number there, that's a lie. Ah, good, we can... I think we still need more furnaces. Let's add a whole bunch of furnaces. Just get all of the furnaces. And expand the furnaces. I can copy-paste. Why haven't I just copy-pasted? I should do this thing. I've done a thing, apparently. And I have tech. Take that, tech. Thanks. Take... I don't even know what other tech. Just queue up this stuff. Just to have stuff queued up. Give me more belt, because I do need more belt. And inserters, for that matter. And it looks like I now am smelting all of my mined output. So we are looking good there. It's when I see that I'm backing up here that I know that I'm good to go for a little bit. I can think about other things and getting this back online and such with making the intermediates and all of that. Give me some more inserters, actually. Yes, place all these. There will never be enough of these. Trust me. And more power poles. Power poles are awesome. You know, in order to get 15 per second processed, we need the equivalent of 72 small furnaces. In this case, since I have 2 of the furnace tubes, that would be 70. This alone is 30. So, yeah, we've got some time. We've got some space to think about. And that's to do 15 per second. Oh my goodness, how many would it take to do 15? 56 is how many small miners it would take. Oh good, we have belt. Thank you for placing belt. Thank you for giving us 15 belt per craft. That's another thing. It's like, oh, thank you so much for that in particular. Although I do need, not that, not one of those. I need these. All of these inserters. So, part of me is thinking that it's time to end off the video. The recording has been 39 minutes so far, and we have reached a great point now that we have automated our iron intermediates. I'll go ahead and stick a thing on those two so that they are going as well, technically, as I make additional inserters, 3 at a time. I'm gonna just call it there. By having all these extra intermediates, it will mean that the handcrafting time in particular goes down quite a bit. But especially as I start making more and more belt, I'll be able to automate the production of motors and belt. Although motors do need plastic. You need to keep that in mind, that motors are plastic, and that means I'd have to run a belt from my plastic all the way over here. But that's okay. I don't have to worry about that. And then we can think about making our main bus. I don't know how viable a main bus is, but we can consider having a main bus. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of you left. I can make 1. I can make a few more than 1 after getting all those stone bricks going. But there is power, there's inserters inserting. Whoopsies. Yes, make me those power poles. I like having power poles. And once I get this last inserter placed to give me this set of doohickeys, is all of the plates still they're all getting picked up still. Oh great. You're just a meanie. You're just a meanie. This guy, I think, is... it's almost not stopping. But anyway, with that, folks, we have reached the end of today's video for Nullius. This has been Otaku Shippa. If you've enjoyed today's Nullius video, please be sure to do all of the social and engagement stuff down below the video. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you've not yet subscribed, and hit the notification bell. Consider becoming a member of the channel by hitting that great big blue join button, as well as supporting on Patreon at patreon.com/otakushippa if you're so inclined and able. And I will see you all on the next one.